Republicans, and he had to apologize for his downright disgusting comments about former Alaska Governor Sarah Palin.
I wanted to take this opportunity to say sorry to Mrs. Palin and to also offer an unreserved apology to her friends and family, her supporters, our viewers, and anyone who may have heard what I said. My words were wholly unacceptable. They were neither accurate nor fair. They were unworthy of anyone who would claim to have an interest in politics.
Now, in case you missed the deplorable comments, a left-wing lunatic said on Friday that Governor Palin deserves the same punishment given out by an 18th century slave master who forced slaves to defecate and urinate in other slaves' mouths.
When Mrs. Palin invokes slavery, she doesn't just prove her rank ignorance. She confirms that if anyone truly qualified for a dose of discipline from Thomas Thistlewood, then she would be the outstanding candidate.
Now, the comments are still shocking to me, but the response or lack thereof from NBC News is even more mind-boggling. Why wasn't he suspended or even fired, like, for example, his left-wing pals like Ed Schultz or Alec Baldwin? By the way, where's Tom Brokaw? Where's Brian Williams? Where's Matt Lauer and others? You know, those that are proud, are they proud of the garbage that is now being spewed in the name of NBC News? Here with reaction, Fox Business Network, Stuart Varney, and the 5 co-host, Dana Perino. Good to see you guys. Yeah. But what can you even say about that?
Well, when I first heard about the comments, before I had seen them, I thought that he had said it in an off-the-cuff way. But instead, you've come to find out he has actually written it. It's been typed into the teleprompter. They have a graphic. And then he apologizes days later. Many people had to approve what he said.
In other words, it's not like Bob Beck.
It wasn't an accident. He didn't say the F word on accident on live TV. He actually, that was a premeditated attack on Governor Palin, and it was only because of the pushback he was getting, perhaps from even inside his own building, that he had to make an apology.
We don't know. That nobody there in management has commented on it.
No, in any halfway legitimate news operation, anybody who does anything like that is fired immediately. That is a stain on the entire NBC group. I think, though, it's a sign of desperation, isn't it? When you get as personal and as insulting and as disgusting as that, you've lost it. And you've lost it because your side is losing hands down. And you've got to lose this argument whenever you do something like that.
But it goes deeper than that, because the rhetoric of the left has become vile, despicable, disgusting, hateful. There's a lot of race baiting on that network. If you disagree with the president, it's based on race. Now we have anti-gay, misogyny comments, you know, that are made, misogynistic comments.
But you could just simply expose it. Sunlight is the best disinfectant.
All right, well,
that's what you've got to do. You expose it.
But look at who they hired, Alec Baldwin. Well, let's run a little montage of him and why they ever hired him in the first place. Let's roll tape.
What are you going to do? Did you hear what I said?
Yeah.
Answer me, yes or no?
Yes.
If you're here when my wife and my kid come out here, you've got a big problem. You know that, don't you? Okay. Maybe you are as dumb as you look. You are with Fox, right? You're the guy. You're the one that almost hit my wife with the microphone in the face? Oh, you didn't? Yeah? 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 You want to apologize to her on camera? I asked you a question. You want to apologize to her? I asked you a question. Okay, get the out of here.
Get out of the middle of the street. I did nothing wrong, Alex.
Alex, you think it's okay to see women like that?
What happened?
I want you to get back up, man. I got to get my car. Get back up. Back up.
I'm leaving this message with you to tell you, you have insulted me for the last time. You have insulted me. You don't have the brains or the decency as a human being. I don't give a that you're 12 years old or 11 years old or that you're a child. So you better be ready Friday, the 20th, to meet with me. So I'm going to let you know just how I feel about what a rude little pig you really are. You are a rude, thoughtless little pig, okay?
Why would they hire this guy?
That is, yeah. Why on earth would any news operation, anybody, hire somebody like that?
What would happen
that
if any of us said these things?
I don't know. I'm not friends with anybody or work with anybody that would that has that kind of behavior.
None.
I think that the hire, I think, was a sign of desperation as well. There has been increasingly a blend between pop culture and politics, and you see more and more people from Hollywood trying to get into the game a little bit, and it's usually from the left. When he plays a character, he's like on 30 Rock. That's hilarious. I love it. But he's not playing himself. He's actually proven himself to be a very unlikable, despicable person.
Let me give you another example. This is another host. I mean, and I'm not even bringing up Chris Matthews or Reverend Sharpton, but this is Ed Schultz. Watch this.
You damn right Dick Cheney's heart's a political football. We ought to rip it out and kick it around and stuff it back in him. I'm glad he didn't tip over. He is the new poster child for health care in this country. He is an enemy of the country, in my opinion. Dick Cheney is. He is an enemy of the country. Lord, take him to the promised land, will you? See, I don't even wish the guy goes to hell. I just want to get him the hell out of here. Do you know what they're talking about? Like this right-wing slut, what's her name, Laura Ingraham? Yeah, she's a talk slut.
Jeez. I mean,
Stuart, I never saw you this shocked.
Well, I've heard most of that before. I'd not heard the Martin Bashir comments before. That was truly disgusting.
Why do any of these people have a job? And by the way, I'm not calling for people to be fired. But where are the people at NBC News that have some integrity?
Yeah,
Tom Brokaw does not approve of this.
They went through the process. They knew it was vetted by management, surely, before this, as you said, Dana, before it went on the air. And it still went on the air, and there's no repercussions thereafter. But, you know, conservatives do not follow suit. They don't. That's the case.
There is a lot of, especially when it comes to sexist commentary, it actually happens on both sides, and there should be a stop to it. I do think from a business standpoint, you can understand why nobody's listening, and their ratings are so low because you cannot listen to that kind of anger.
Just get these British socialists off the air.
All right, when we come back.